Good morning. We'll start with our paper number 2, Cell and Molecular Biology. Now, the first chapter of this syllabus, that is Cell Biology and Introduction. Now, in this chapter, there are 4 points to discuss: definition and brief history of cell, units of measurement of cell, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, and cell biology and other biological sciences. From this, the basic two components we'll discuss later on, or I'll provide the reading material for this, and we'll start with the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Now, these prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells are the basic cells present in all living organism, of which the prokaryotic and prokaryotic cells are present in all microorganisms, for example, the bacteria, and eukaryotic cells are present in all higher organisms, that is animal, plants, protozoas, likewise. Now, the term prokaryon, in which there are two words, pro means primitive, or also we can call as before, and the word karyon, that means nucleus. So in prokaryotic cell, the nucleus is not mature, or nucleus is not present, so these cells are called as primitive cells. And in the structure, we can observe in prokaryotic cell, it has some distinct characteristics. Now in the figure, this figure, this is an example. So cells may be spherical, cells may be amoeboid, or cells with different shapes, either in bacteria or in primitive organisms we can find. Now these cells has some unique characteristics, as these cells is without nucleus or before the nucleus. The nucleus in prokaryotic cell is absent. Instead of this, in the prokaryotic cell, we can find the DNA, or we can call it as nucleoid. So nucleoid is present instead of distinct nucleus or well developed nucleus. So the nucleoid, that is DNA, is present in prokaryotic cell. It has a distinct cell wall. Beneath the cell wall, I have missed a label, that is next to the cell wall there is a membrane called plasma membrane, and this plasma membrane covers the fluid or juice, that is cytoplasm, inside the plasma membrane. And inside the cytoplasm, inside the plasma membrane or in the cytoplasm, there are DNA strands. There may be the proteins, and one more label I am missing here, that is ribosomes are present in the prokaryotic cell. So in the structure prokaryotic cell, these prokaryotic cells may be of bacteria. The shape of the cell may be distinct, and it has a distinct cell wall. Beneath the cell wall there is a plasma membrane. This plasma membrane covers the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, the DNA or nucleoid DNA is present. This DNA, that is chromosomes, then proteins, ribosomes, which are again present in the cytoplasm. Whereas the eukaryotic cell, the term eu, that means true, and karyon, that is nucleus. So in case of eukaryotic cell, the nucleus is true, that is well developed nucleus is present, and that is why the cell is called as eukaryotic cell. Now as this cell, eukaryotic cell, is well developed cell and present in all plants and animals and other higher organisms, this cell has distinct structure. Now in this case also the structure may be varies, but for an example I have given the structure like this. So this cell in eukaryotic cell again is with distinct nucleus. In the nucleus covers a membrane or wall, this is called as nuclear membrane, and inside the nucleus it is liquid called nucleoplasm, and this nucleoplasm has the nucleolus. Now again, as like the primitive or prokaryotic cell, it has a distinct cell wall. Next to cell wall there is cell membrane. This cell membrane covers the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, again I repeat, it is a fluid or juice like juice which is present or embedded by the plasma membrane, and in the cytoplasm the other organelles are present. Now the nucleus is one organelle or one distinct organelle present in the eukaryotic cell. So this cell is that is true karyon, that is nucleus. So nucleus is well developed. So eukaryotic cell. Now this eukaryotic cell again has some distinct structure, that is just I am drawing here. Now nucleus, on the outer side of the nucleus or nuclear membrane there is a network of structure, and this structure is called as endoplasmic reticulum. Now this endoplasmic reticulum, the word itself is indicative. Endo, that is inside, plasmic, plasma membrane, endoplasmic, beneath the plasma membrane, below the plasma membrane or inside the plasma membrane there is a network, reticulum network, and this network is called as endoplasmic reticulum. There is the vacuole present inside the cell, and this vacuole helps to maintain the shape of the cell. Now this cell contains small particles to which we call as ribosomes. Ribosomes are smaller particles, small bodies present inside the cell. There is one more important organelle, Golgi complex, which is important for exchange of material, or it may help in secretion of unwanted material. As this is the plant cell, it has a distinct mitochondria as well as the chloroplast. Now mitochondria, we know it is a powerhouse of cell, so mitochondria are helpful in synthesis of ATP, and the chloroplasts are responsible for photosynthesis. So the chloroplast is present in the cell. Now the endoplasmic reticulum, there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One to which we call in short as ER, and there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum, and SER, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now in the structure, the endoplasmic reticulum, it is the reticulum that is network, and this network on the outer surface, it shows or it has presence of protein molecules or the ribosomes. So because of the presence of ribosomal particles or protein particles on the outer surface, the surface is rough, so it is called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And in case of SER, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, these particles are absent. Now in the cell again there are some smaller organelles or smaller structures like peroxisomes, which are responsible for some specific functions. Like peroxisomes is involved in catalyze enzymes, then glycosomes, which is again responsible for malic dehydrogenase enzyme. So in total there are distinct organelles, and all these organelles combine together to form the eukaryotic cell. Again I repeat, prokaryotic cell, it is primitive cell with without well developed structures or well developed organelles. In prokaryotic cell, the cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm. This cytoplasm contains the strand of DNA to which we called as nucleoid. The proteins molecules are present, and ribosomes particles are also present. Whereas in case of eukaryotic cell, the cell is with distinct cell wall followed by cell membrane. This cell membrane engulfs or covers the cytoplasm. Again there is one difference, that is in total we can call it as cytoplasm, and in case of nucleus, The nucleus again has its distinct wall, that is nuclear membrane, and this nuclear membrane on the inner side contains the fluid to which we called as nucleoplasm. So inside the nucleus it is nucleoplasm. Outside the nucleus the entire cell covers the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm contains different organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, then mitochondria, vacuole, chloroplast, the organelles like glycosomes, peroxisomes, uh, Golgi complex, etc. And as in the cell, all these organelles, all these structures are well developed. This cell, eukaryotic cell or advanced cell, and is with distinct nucleus. So this is all for this component structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell.